Hey y'all, it's a beautiful day in the Ozarks and we are here in beautiful Branson, Missouri, here at the Local Flavor Kitchen, and today I'm going to make you my version of cowboy lasagna and a super easy dessert that everyone will love. So come on, let me show you how. Okay, so this is my version of cowboy lasagna. There are several different versions of it, but I'm going to tell you how I start out. So I get me a pot of water and I start boiling it. It's probably take you about an hour to make this for supper. I use these dumplings. You can use egg noodles, the little rigatoni noodles, whatever kind of noodles you like, but I like these little dumplings. You can get different versions of them, but the reason I like these is because they're kind of fat and not too big. So that's what they look like. So I boiled the water, and I boiled these for and put salt in my water, a lot of salt in my water, and boiled them for about 10 minutes. And then drained them, put butter, salt, and pepper in there. That's what it looks like right there. Okay?
Real butter.
Real butter. Always use real butter. So I'm going to put it again in one of these to-go pans because I'm going to give these away. I made several of these yesterday. So you just line the bottom of your pan. One bag of this will probably make 2 of these small pans. It just depends on how hefty you want it. But
now that's an ungreased pan, right?
Yeah, ungreased pan. You can probably do 2 of these or 1 of the huge pans. So this casserole dish will probably feed about 6 to 8 people. Depends on how hungry you are. But just line the bottom of your pan just like that. And now we're going to make our meat sauce. Now my dad, he hated noodles, any kind of noodles, spaghetti. He didn't like anything like that. So he will eat this, or he would eat this because he said the noodles weren't too bad and he would chop them up real thin. So, but you couldn't get him to eat any kind of spaghetti or lasagna or anything, but this was one of his favorite dishes that I made. So over here I have some hamburger meat that I've browned up, and if you don't have one of these, this is from Pampered Chef, and it is a meat chopper, and when you are doing your hamburger meat, you can just chop it up just like that. And I love this thing. I give them away as gifts all the time. It makes a really good wedding shower gift. So I've already got my meat. This is my hamburger meat. You can do ground turkey. You can add Italian sausage. You can add any kind of meat you want. So whatever suits your fancy, that's what you should use. So right here I have about 2 pounds of hamburger meat that I've already browned and drained.
Where did you get this recipe?
So this recipe, my sister asked me about cowboy lasagna, I think. She asked me to make cowboy lasagna, and I looked it up online, and of course with all recipes that I get, I always change them to the way I like them. So there's different variations. If you look it up, I'm sure you'll find something different, but this is what I decided to do. So this recipe that I make is for everybody. So if I was going to make this for myself, I would put some onions in here and some peppers and some mushrooms all in this meat sauce. But most of the time you're cooking for very picky people. So I just do it just as simple as possible. But everybody likes pepperoni. Kids even like this. And they don't even know what's in it, but they will devour it. Trust me, it is so good. So this is my pepperoni. And I usually take it and I just get some kitchen scissors and I hold it in little sections like that. And I just make little strips. Just like that with my scissors. Just easy peasy, just like that. Now add that to your hamburger meat and then get that good and brown. And then if you don't have any spaghetti sauce, you can use crushed tomatoes or tomato sauce and just add some garlic, some Italian seasoning, basil, whatever. You can make your own. Or you can just get a jar of spaghetti sauce. And I like this Classico for some reason. I always get it. I don't know why. It just looks, maybe it just appeals to me. It looks fancy. I don't know, but I always get this one. And you can get any kind you like. You can get the kind with mushrooms. This is just the traditional. They have a sweet brand too that I use sometimes. So you just get this and mix it in with your meat. And I love to make this for people. Brother Gary, he's a friend of ours. He was our pastor at the Baptist church and in Haskell. He loves cowboy lasagna. This is one of his favorite meals. So I made you one, Brother Gary, so you can come and get one whenever you're ready.
You have to come up here, Brother Gary.
Yes.
Must be present to win.
Yes.
Come see us.
We
It's
have
been too
one.
long.
We have one in the freezer with your name on it. So Brother Gary, this is a story about Greg and I. I was raised in the Assembly of God church, and Greg was raised in the Baptist church. He's a back row Baptist. And so we compromised, and what we did was we went to Sunday school at the Baptist church, and then we would leave and go to big church at Assembly of God church so that we were both happy. So that's how we compromised. And so something else to go along with this dish would be some garlic bread. So what makes a good supper here would be cowboy lasagna, a salad, and some garlic bread. And how I make my garlic bread is from my pastor's wife from the Assembly of God Church, Kathy Hogue, my good friend Kathy. She gave me this idea to take hot dog buns. You just take the hot dog bun and split it open, and you butter and garlic, salt, cheese, whatever you want to do. Bake them in the oven about 400 degrees until they're nice and brown, and serve those. And everybody has their own little garlic bread loaf. So that was a great idea. So I do that all the time.
I thought that was because we were just repurposing some leftover hot dog buns.
You didn't know I did that on purpose.
No.
Yes. So this is what your meat mixture will look like. Now listen, if you want this to be real hefty, go ahead and do the whole thing in one pan, and it'll be like pretty high. But this will make 2 pans so that you can have one for your family and then give one away. Now, that's what it's going to look like. You layer your noodles, then your meat sauce. Now we're going to make our cream cheese mixture. Now this is 2 8-ounce cream cheese packets, and to that I'm going to add this whole tub of, so this would be equivalent to 2 regular cottage cheese. So this whole tub of cottage cheese, small curd cottage cheese, I'm going to add that in there to that. And then we're going to do a little salt and pepper.
And don't make the mistake of getting the low fat or the fat-free cottage cheese, the diet one.
Okay.
Made that mistake once.
Yeah, we like all fattening stuff around here. So I always put parsley in everything because it makes it pretty. So I'm just going to do a little bit of parsley on there just so that when you cut that open, it's going to be nice and beautiful. Better turn that fire off before they burn the house down. So, all right, now I'm using a potato masher because my cream cheese is soft. And it just makes it easy to mix in here. And also to this, now you don't have to add this, but I do because I love Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to add this Parmesan cheese into this mixture right here. Now you can also add this into your noodles. Oh, go ahead. Let's go for it. Go big or go home. You can also add the Parmesan cheese to your noodles while they're still warm, and it'll kind of help them to stick together so that when you do dish it out, it will come out a little easier. So whichever you want to do. I didn't do that step, but anyway, this is what this looks like, all mixed up. Now, if you like a little more cream cheese in yours, do more cream cheese, less cottage cheese. But it's just a really good filler. That is delicious. So, especially when it's warm and right out of the oven. Okay, so now I'm going to spoon this on here. You can make this as thick or as light as you like it. I like it thick. Such a pretty dish when you cut it and dish it out onto a plate. And everyone you serve this to will love it. I think I did this for Alyssa Harmon's wedding, and it was a big hit. We just had cowboy lasagna, salad, and garlic bread. Huge hit there. So this is always a go-to recipe for me because it's easy and everybody likes it. And you can make it as fancy as you want or as simple as you want. Okay.
It's my favorite.
Is it your favorite? This, what you hear Greg, he's my trusty producer, my production team. Can I brag on you about today?
Yeah, just don't talk about last night.
What was last night? Okay, we're not
3 videos. That,
okay, we had a little mishap last night with the videos, but anyway, it's okay, he's great. But let me tell you what happened today. Okay, so I used Colby Jack cheese because I think it looks more country than just mozzarella cheese. So this is what we're gonna use on this. And I don't do a lot. I just kind of coat it on the top so that that cream cheese mixture kind of shines through. And that looks so yummy. And then I take a little bit of parsley and just sprinkle it on the top just to make it pretty. There we go. So let me tell you about today. So Greg makes friends with everybody that comes into the restaurant. You don't know I'm going to tell this. He makes friends with everybody that comes into the restaurant. And so this guy wanted to know if he could come in for Thanksgiving because we are having Thanksgiving dinner. And Greg gives him his personal phone number. He said, yeah, just call me personally and I will make your reservation for you. And we're out running errands this morning and the guy calls him and he asked if we can go over to American Eagle at Tanger Outlet Mall and buy his wife a sweater. Because they're coming into town on Thanksgiving and they wouldn't take payment over the phone. So good old Greg, now that's customer service right there. He went over to American Eagle at the Tanger Mall and bought that guy's wife a sweater and they mailed it to her today, right?
Yep.
Now, is that not customer service? All right, so here we go. This is your beautiful Cowboy Lasagna, and this makes a great gift. So you just wrap it up, put some foil on there, write with a Sharpie, 350, 20 to 25 minutes because everything's already cooked in there, uncovered, 20 to 25 minutes, and I will show you, this is what it looks like. Now this is from last night. We did have a little mishap last night. We made a bunch of these last night, but so it looks a lot better, but I went ahead and cut that off. But look at that, doesn't that look good? It's so beautiful, and we can serve it with a side of salad and our garlic bread, and there you have some supper. Good old supper. So, all right, so this would make a great supper, and now I'm going to get my stuff together, and I'm going to show you an easy dessert that everybody will love. So, here we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna make you a super duper easy dessert. If you're like me, I have to have something sweet after I eat supper. So this is easy and everybody's gonna love it. Now, we've named this crack dip because you can't stop eating it. You just can't quit. But it is cookie dough, tastes just like cookie dough. So we probably should rename it in, so that we don't offend anybody. So anyway, we're gonna name it chocolate chip cookie dough dip. So anyway, here we go. We've got softened cream cheese and some butter. So this is 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, and then I've got about a half a cup of butter there. So I'm going to take my handy dandy, this is new, I just got this in the mail the other day. This is from Pampered Chef, so it comes with 2 batteries, and it's this little portable mixer, and then it has a blender thing on top that you're going to connect to this. This is your source right here, and then it has a food processor. You can pop this into the food processor, so it's all battery operated, and I think that is so cool. So I just got this the other day, and I am not a spokesperson for Pampered Chef. I just love all of their stuff, and I would love to have everything they have. So, all right, so here we go. I'm going to do this. Give it a shot here. There we go. A little noisy, but whoo, that got away from me. I usually do this with a potato masher. I do all my cookie dough with a potato masher because it's easier, especially when everything's soft. I kind of tend to do things the hard way. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up. I should have got a little bit bigger bowl. Come on now. There we go. Now we're going to add 1.5 cups of brown sugar per cream cheese. So 3 cups of brown sugar. Let's see how this works out. Not bad for batteries. She's a-trying. But it is pretty handy. You don't have to drag out a bunch of stuff and have a bunch of cords, so works out pretty good. You like this dip?
My favorite dessert.
Pretty good. I like to make this for my guys upstairs when we're in the bottom of the local flavor restaurant, by the way. This used to be a storage room, and my wonderful husband / production team made this for me so that we could do these videos, because I had this bright idea to do this. So, all right, now I just kind of lift up a little bit and let the rest of it come off. Not too far or it'll go everywhere. So there's that. And let's see, oh, I need chocolate chips. I forgot my chocolate chips. Here we go. So I use mini chocolate chips. You can use just about anything for this. You can use Butterfinger. I saw they had Butterfinger, M&M pieces. All right, and then we're gonna add, I'm gonna need a little bit bigger.
Caramel chips would be good in there.
Caramel chips would be good. Actually, I have some caramel chips. We'll have to try that.
Maybe some
We will have to try that. Now I'm gonna
broken up M&Ms.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla. You can just eyeball it. Give it a little more flavoring. Now I love chocolate chip cookie dough. One of my very favorite things. And my first real job was at Thrifty Discount Foods in Haskell, Oklahoma, where I grew up. Grew up there all my life. And so my first real job was there. And my very first paycheck, I bought myself a tube of Nestle Toll House cookie dough, because we never got to eat cookie dough when we were kids. Nobody would let you eat it. They said it was bad for your stomach, or something like that. But anyway.
I was taught it'd give you worms if you ate raw cookie dough.
Okay. Well.
But I think it's because of the egg, right?
Probably. But anyway, I ate it. I ate it all. I love cookie dough. If you can't tell by looking at me, I love me some sweet stuff. So now, if you set these graham crackers out overnight, out of the package, they'll get a little bit soft, and they're a little bit easier to deal with. Greg doesn't like soft graham crackers, but they are easier to deal with. So super easy. You can do it like this. You can put it in the refrigerator. It'll get a little bit cold, and you can make a little ball out of it. Serve it like that. Put a little knife or a spreader there, and they can just have at it. Or you can make yourself some little sandwiches. That's what I'm going to do. Make a little sandwich here. And put another half of this. And I think you could get real fancy and dip it in some chocolate that hardens up, and do like half chocolate and make little fancy ones. So,
Magic shell?
So you want to, not magic shell, but you know, here, try some. Try some for me. Be my guinea pig. Anyway, if you love cookie dough, you're going to love this. Look at that. You can just eat it like that with a spoon. So good. I won't eat it right now, because just in case my personal trainer's watching, I got a personal trainer and joined a gym, and man, this is going to be tough if she's watching all my stuff. So anyway, this is easy to do, super easy and yummy, and everybody's going to like it. We've got our cowboy lasagna over here, and we have tons of cowboy lasagnas to give away, because we did have a little mishap last night. We made a video, we made a couple of videos, and then they all ended up being in slow motion. So we had to redo them today, but that's okay. We're having fun doing it. We're just learning. We're just learning. We're just country. Don't know how to run equipment yet, but we're learning. So we'll get better as time goes on, and we really appreciate you watching us, and we'll see you next time.